Hello everybody, and today we're talking about a Roblox STAR creator, how they recently got canceled on Twitter. Now, we're going to be just discussing how, if this was deserved at all, or if he was unjustly canceled. But the STAR creator that I'm going to be talking about today is Official Fusion. Now, his YouTube name is The Official Fusion, but it's kind of like spaced weirdly, so I'm just going to be calling him Fusion for this video. And of course, he just uploads normal build-a-boat videos and just secrets for it. He has over 300,000 subscribers, almost 400,000, and I didn't even know channels like this even existed because I haven't really heard a video made about build-a-boat in like 10 years, but that's just what he makes, just normal gameplays. So if you guys liked videos like this explaining dramas and talking about different situations in the community, make sure you guys go ahead and hit the like button so more people can see this, and check out my other videos. Also, I want to go ahead and go into this because this video talks a lot about political stuff, etc. I want to just go ahead and say I don't like any of them, and I really don't think really any of them are right, completely. Also, in this video, I'm going to be defending Fusion, or at least trying to defend him, since he's of course not inside of this video, and he needed some kind of defense. So I don't really support anything he says at all, because a whole bunch of this stuff is extremely controversial, and it's plainly not true and intolerant of others, which is extremely bad, and I of course do not support this at all. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and start this video. So basically, the way this entire situation started in the first place was Fire, a YouTuber with over 60,000 subscribers, saying, "If I ever see you wearing a MAGA hat, just know I lost all respect for you." Then everybody of course was arguing with him, but it doesn't even matter because this was all just about political opinions, which cannot be proven correct or incorrect because it's just an opinion. So then Fusion, being the rule breaker he is, posted himself with a, guess what, MAGA hat on. And at that point, his entire career just burst up into flames and he was canceled. And everybody was making fun of him. And I mean everybody. Like, for real. This sparked an entire feud in the RTC. So pretty much everything inside of this past was thrown right back at him. Now I'm going to show you some screenshots. These screenshots are 2 to 3 years old. I haven't found any that were this year or last year, so just putting that into consideration. A little stray tweets out, "This you?" and then shows a ton of extremely homophobic tweets. For instance, this just saying, "People who are gay do it for attention." If I see somebody saying gay lives matter, I'm bringing this out. Obviously just saying "Make America Great Again," you know. And then he also says at a young age, some people do it for attention because they don't get any attention at home, and they found out that being gay gets a lot of attention. Obviously, you know who they get attention from, people like Fusion that just want to oppress them. So yeah, like just some really bad stuff. Then another person named John also said, "This you." And then Fusion saying, "I'm tired of this gay marriage stuff," and quoting the Bible. "Gay rights is a joke, bro." And then finally ended off with most of them bring crime and drugs into the US and sign up for welfare, good free stuff. So all of these, like I was saying before, are from 2 to 3 years ago. You have to decide whether you're gonna cancel this person and ruin this guy's career over something he said 2 or 3 years ago. Now, of course, after this, he apologized. He said, "There's recently been a lot of people tweeting about the things I said in the past. Back then, I will admit, it was a very hateful person. I was only 12 to 13 years old when I made those statements. And I know age is no excuse, but I have changed since then. I'm not the same person I was 3 years ago, and I'm ashamed to say that it was even me. I apologize to anyone I offended. There's nothing I can do to change the past, but I have changed for the future." Now, like with cancel culture, everybody said their replies to his apology were all just clowning on him, even harder than before. And everybody was saying, for instance, "Star Creator moment," because we all know he's a Star Creator. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of them want him to get kicked off for saying these things 2 to 3 years ago. So obviously I was defending him because I know what it feels like to feel like you're in the right, or at least feel like you're getting attacked for just having an opinion. Obviously, I've never had an opinion that it was that harsh or anything like that, but I know what it feels like to have people who are intolerable to your opinions. So people like Screamslocks were saying he's a bad person and he deserves to know that, using that to justify him basically canceling this guy. And not only that, but also Screamsocks liked a tweet saying, "Apologies mean nothing to me. We see it on a daily on Twitter and people go back to the same old bad beliefs. You'd be a fool to believe otherwise." Which of course is also justifying cancel culture, saying that people cannot apologize for what they just did and never give them room for change. Of course, do I think he actually changed? No, I don't. However, we'll know if he changed or not if he continues to do this. And then if he continues to do this, then you'll have a reason to cancel him. But for right now, don't just cancel him over things that were said 2 to 3 years ago, even though they were extremely bad, and then not accept his apology. Obviously, this spread around like wildfire. Even VuxFlux was talking about it, and he said, "Cancel culture breeds a society that is afraid to speak their mind out of fear of losing their career/opportunities. Anyone who takes part is effectively against free speech, so you don't need to agree with somebody's views, but trying to silence them is unconstitutional. And this was like directly after the entire thing happened, so obviously he was talking about fire and how he was completely intolerant to people who support a different party than him. Then Creekcraft replies saying, I agree, but that's not what freedom of speech is. Freedom of speech just means you're free to say whatever you want and not be prosecuted by the government for it. It doesn't actually mean you can say whatever you want without repercussions for others. And then Kid just posted a Twitter meme just making fun of the entire situation. And even User was talking about this, saying, I've been against cancel culture since it was a thing, encouraging perfectionism and restricting well-known people to believe a certain correct way is just dumb. Which all these people do not support cancel culture, and I'm happy about that. However, I really want to talk about Scrimzox, because Scrimzox was arguing with me, and he was obviously against me. He was saying stuff like, he can eat garbage for a bit and learn to respect people, he's a bad human being and he deserves to know that. But also, he made a video and he talked about the situation, and inside of it he said,
but in all seriousness, I really don't give about any of this. These posts are over a year old. Well, some of them are actually 3 years old, and he's pretty much just getting attacked for these old posts because he supports Donald Trump. He also made this long apology, so I don't think anyone should really be jumping on him for this, just all of a sudden, but that's just my take on this.
And also, I've seen multiple tweets of him just saying, that's awesome, I can't believe they tried to attack you for having a different opinion. But he was attacking this guy for having a different opinion, which kinda, is iffy. It makes me seem like Nathrix is a bit of a hypocrite, or Scrimzox. Anyways, that's about it. Make sure you guys like the video so more people can see it, and more people can give their opinions on this, because I really want to know what you guys think. So make sure you guys just go ahead and leave your opinion on this down below. Do you think this guy should actually be canceled? Do you think you should accept his apology? Or do you think you should not accept his apology right now, wait till later to see if he does it again, and if he doesn't do it, then accept his apology? But in the end, make sure you guys go ahead and join my Discord and follow me on Twitter just to get these updates and stuff like this instantly. And yeah, like the video, and goodbye.
Got my eyes on a computer screen, trying to work my digits in. I fidget with my lettering, but never with my sentences. I pause and check the clock, and it appears at 6 a.m. again. Another night wasted or another day finished, and my mind is steady running in place. I don't want to fall asleep, cause I got so much to say, but I don't want to stay awake and keep exhaustion at bay.